As divine virtue fertilizes, the malign virtue corrupts. What is left is a holy husk. Hollow ones cling to faith, feigned ones honor power. Foolish sages protect a lie. But the medium's song remains, guiding you to Yggdrasil. You hold the wings to soar in this tempestuous saga. Wings of beginning, blow now. Etrian Odyssey IV, Legends of the Titan.
Thank you, Lilita. Probably the last time we'll ever hear your voice in here again. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welkin Liner welcomes you. We're finally at the apex of this game. The finale of Etrian Odyssey IV, Legends of the Titan. Now, there is a lot to talk about with this finale. And there's also a lot to talk about concerning the future of the series in general, but I think for now, why don't we just kick back, relax, and watch whatever goes on in the final labyrinth that we're about to explore. Also, no, I was not late because of the quick hits. No. Okay, maybe I was. Splatoon is such a fun game. Alright. I've actually contemplated not streaming tonight. One, because of the weather, and two, because I actually got sick again. Jeez. And I was like, nah. We're at the finale, we can do this. Plus I got cough drops, so we're cool. I'll be fine. So, let's start the finale. So we couldn't access this area before, because the chains were in the way. The Count himself had his men open it up for us, and now we're free to explore the last labyrinth. What sorts of trials await us in here? As you exit the Golden Deer Keep, you spy an unfamiliar black structure up ahead. It was likely built concurrently with the other structures in the Cloudy Stronghold, yet it seems unique. The double doors at its entrance open soundlessly, as if inviting you in. Hall of Darkness. Ooh, that's not an ominous name. Well, it shouldn't be that bad. Let's get to it. This is fine. This is totally fine. So, morgue of the distorted Sagacity. As if the title and the name weren't telling enough. This place is crazy dark. And it's bound to... well, here's the thing. This place isn't full of jump scares. It's full of dread. So, in a sense, this game can be also called a horror game. Convenient, right? At least we don't have any zombies to put up with. I say that before we discover the first enemy. So, Hollow Darkness. There actually isn't a whole lot to say about this place. But this place was likely built around the same time as the Echoing Library, right? So in turn, there has to be something in here for us to find out. Also, the battle music is now a horror music. How convenient. We've always were panicking, now we can panic harder. Thankfully, everyone's been over-leveled. But you know, it still doesn't disguise the fact that this place is Horror Inc. So that's an FOE. Well, we're not gonna fight it just yet, but we'll get to it in just a bit. Oh yeah, so like always, we just explored the first floor of the maze. And then we just skipped to the important events in the other floors beneath it. I contemplated on whether or not I should just include both the first and second floors completely, but I didn't do that in the previous mazes, so what's the point? Thankfully, while we're here, we don't have to worry about side quests that we need to do, because we already took care of them. So, unless if you've been picking up QR codes that are specific for this game, you have no more side quests you need to take care of. Well, thankfully we cannot get any more lost than we already are. Alright. The stun energy will paralyze the entire. Try to paralyze the entire party if it dies. So you need to headbind it to prevent it from happening, or just inflict panic, whichever works for you. Or formaldehyde. Thankfully, these FOEs do not chase after you. Any shortcuts? Oh, well, just a passageway that we can't access from here. Another take spot. Oh, whoa, okay. That just happened. Alright, well, so far so good. As you tread a quiet halls, you see something like a large piece of cloth on the ground ahead. Spooky. You cautiously approach to get a better sense of what it is. You realize with sudden shock that it is a skeleton. The decayed corpse is lying on the ground in a rope. Oh. Too much time has passed since the poor soul's death to determine the cause of death or even their sex. There is writing in black ink near the corpse. Whoever it was had a parting message to pass along. Insect. Failure. Keep closed. That's not ominous enough. What should we call this? Insect warning. The words do not even form a sentence. You grow anxious at what might lie ahead as you resume your journey. That's not ominous at all. So there is a staircase over there, but we can't access it just yet. Yeah, I'm not sure why did I not go there. Oh yeah, so we do have something from the Misty Ravine. We got teleportation pathways. Teleporting corridors. Just me trying to look for a passageway. I didn't number these, did I? Yeah, I probably didn't see a reason to, because even though it's like teleporting, it's not as much of a maze as the Misty Ravine was. And now we're backtracking because I didn't pick up on that dead end route over there. It's nighttime. Even scarier. Nice size slash, Lily. Here's a dead end. What do we got here? There is an extravagantly bound book on the shelf at the dead end. You pluck it from the shelf and read. What an unprecedented disaster! Will it happen again? Finding out will be a critical subject of research now. At least we survived. Though, were we the only ones? Ever since the event, all means of contact with the outside world have been cut off. Only a couple of hundred of our people have survived. Of all the shelters, the one I was happy to hold. The account ends there. all the shelters, the one I was in happened to hold. We just gotta keep on marching on. Still, if you think about it, this does look like a very intricate place. Almost like a library of sorts, right? Makes you wonder. Well, not libraries. Laboratory. Yeah, there we go. Really makes you wonder. As you walk through the maze, you are surprised to come upon a wooden table and chairs at a dead end. Even stranger, the table is set with a bowl of piping hot soup and a basket of soft, delicious-looking bread. Under any other circumstances, the meal would be too inviting to pass up, but here... eat the food? Sure, why not? The warm soup and bread turns out to be as delicious as it looked. You leave the table completely refreshed. Oh, that's nice. So, apparently, this place cooks free meals. We don't know who made a meal. We just know that it was there waiting for us. Alright. That's enough for we. It seems to be going in a circle. Okay, take it. That's a burnt flower. Might not seem like there's a whole lot of... It might seem like there's a whole lot of nothing to talk about, but this place speaks for itself. I can say that much. Dead end? Nope. More teleportation. Another take spot. Oh, that's another entrance. Or rather, another staircase to the next floor. Another counter. You know, since we're here, might as well talk about what's next for this series. I originally intended this virtual remix to be just a one-shot. I was going to talk about this a little bit longer, but I'll talk about it now. It's going to be a one-shot. I was not at all planning ahead for the rest of the games initially, because it all just started off with like me messing around with the editor. How it all started was because I just wanted to show someone. I wanted to show someone being in the game, along with the person that they were sipping for in Genshin Impact. So I was like, oh yeah, here's you and this guy. Now you guys can go and have fun together. And then I thought about like making a team of VTubers. And then once I showed them all off to like everyone involved, they all liked it actually. It kind of scared me for a moment because I also liked it too. I just didn't know what to do with it yet until I realized I could just make a playthrough out of this. And here we are. Surprise, surprise. Thank goodness I have a sniper like Nordic with me, because it would be really annoying trying to get through most of this area without the ability to reduce the encounters by a lot. Is there anything there? I feel like there should have been some. Alright. This is where we need to go. There is a trio of nightmare rams patrolling the area over here, but we're gonna ignore them for a bit. It's over here. An extravagantly bound book on a shelf at a dead end. Pluck it from the shelf and read. A few days after leaving the shelter, we ran into problems. There's been severe damage to the food generator. Oh. Worse, the research team found that the plants outside and the animals that feed on them are poisonous. Oh. We can neither sustain ourselves on food from the generator, nor can we farm, breed, or hunt our own food. The world became a completely different place while we were here in the shelter. Fountain stare. This sounds even worse compared to all the things they talked about, like Yggdrasil ruining the lands, like crops not growing, or the land becoming desolate. Sounds like whatever happened here became a lot worse. It was, instead of being nothing, it turned into something awful. Oh. And here's our first FOE of the night. Nightmare Ram. HP is 5208, attack is 69, defense is 66. It has no weaknesses, and it resists Pierce. Its skills are Stone Eye, using its head it may petrify the entire party, and Rush, using its legs, it does a melee back attack in one line. So you definitely need to keep its head pierced, because Petrify is one of the more annoying status effects put up with in the game. I think I may have said this before, but it's basically another way of saying you're dead. It's easy to cure, but it's also easy to inflict. So, might as well grab yourself dishes that prevents you from getting hit by petrification. Or just be super OP like this part. Well, we don't need to worry about them. Alright, more long corridors. It just never ends with this place. We're not even in the second floor yet. No secret passageways yet. That's another ram. We're gonna ignore that, I believe. Are we? Well, past me. Are we gonna ignore them? Yes, I suppose we are. That over there. We're not exploring it yet, okay. Yeah, I'm still a little sick from a few days before, but it's mostly better at this point. As you cautiously make your way through the maze, you reach a dead end and cannot help but gasp. Dozens of stone statues have been left here with pain and fear chiseled on their faces. Were the ancient people models for these? They look as real as if human flesh had been turned into stone. You are tempted to inspect the vulgar statues more closely, like the strong threats you sense here. Don't do it. Carelessness is often paid for with one's life. Knowing this, you will elect to leave this place. So, if you inspect the stone statues, you suddenly get ambushed by enemies that petrify. And they're the worst kind of enemies that petrified. So... even if you do inspect the place, even if you do inspect the spot, they'll just reappear on their own again. That's it. You never inspected it in the first place. So there's nothing to gain over there. out of our way. Yeah, I do believe... No, it doesn't. It's just taunting us over there. Another path. Okay, okay. Well, we're almost done with this floor. Once again, thank goodness that Nordic is here with us. If he wasn't here with his camouflage, this would have taken much longer. Nice escape. Right, there's a passageway. What's over here? Oh, we cannot use... Okay. That's fair. And Amrita. Nice. Yeah, we're almost there. We just gotta inspect the last few corners. Alright, well, we're already over here. Might as well teleport out. Those closed. Are you going back out to explore some more? Oh, come on, what's left to do? You already defeated a Titan and conquered Yggdrasil. Where else would you go? Oh? You found a new labyrinth? Goodness, and I guess your days of adventure really aren't over. I'll be adventurous with a night's meal, too. Yo, Welkin crew. I heard you found a new labyrinth. So, what kind of place is it? My boss has been fidgety ever since he heard the news. I bet he can't wait to get his hands on them materials. Seeing him like that made it feel like the city's finally back to normal. All thanks to you, Welkin. Yeah, everything's back to normal, isn't it? The immigration of the Imperials is underway now. Our system is changing all the time now. That first skyship appearing here was a big commotion. It's after routine compared to this. Things they pass down over the generations out there aren't limited to skyships, that's certain. Who knows what would happen if that stuff became common knowledge here in Tarsus. No more requests. A great wind is blowing today as usual. This is how Tarsus ought to be. Tell me then, now that you have conquered Yggdrasil, what is the next item on your agenda? Because whenever a difficult request is posted, I can't think of no one to handle it but you. Make sure you do not let any go unmet. I cannot allow you to leave Tarsus with unfinished business. That's for sure. So what brings you here today? What? You found a new dungeon? That's wonderful. Oh, Welkin Guild. It wasn't enough that you vanquished the Titan and kept Yggdrasil's power in check, eh? Now I really feel like I need to keep an eye on you to the end. See just how high you can climb. News of what happened here will soon spread elsewhere. That could pose its own problems. My greatest worry is that it will attract another who desires Yggdrasil's power. Yes, fear it will be inevitable in the near future. I must take steps to prevent that power from being used carelessly. The last thing I want is another war. Well said. Back to Thar's, the labyrinth. Alright. More of these creepers. Yay. On that note, be right back. Hey guys, what did I miss? Not much? Well, okay, cool. Alright, well... another shortcut. Don't mind me. I'm just having trouble figuring out walls. Oh hey, there's the exit. Nice. Figuring out walls. Now that I think about it, there's that one corner at the top. Not the corner, but like somewhere in 6A. I didn't investigate. Oh, another bound book. The committee has finally decided to put the plan in motion. I'm proud to have the most crucial role in it. We've been living on a few plants that are safe to eat, but the food shortages get worse by the day. There were two survival plans put forward. Either we adapt ourselves to the environment or adapt it to us. After much debate, the committee has gone for the latter option. We call it the Yggdrasil project. Oh, I'm about to look for it. Oh, never mind. I mean, either I did that or I probably just ignored it. Get him! A letter takes spot. Should have guessed. Oh, okay. It wasn't 6A, it was 7A. Yeah, I didn't find that out until later. No, it's okay, man. It's okay, pass me. You're not going crazy. I never thought it would be this disorienting, to be honest. Element's cloak. that should be it. Yep. Yep. Well, except 7A, but we'll get to that off screen. No worries. Okay, so why did I come back here? I have not a clue. Oh, guess I forgot to check what I was doing. Oh well. So, that gold one should have been running, but I guess it was okay. Well. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Except I can't access it. That's only for later on. You don't have to worry about it now. Let's get to the second floor already. Past me. Ever the Joker. Don't worry about it. We're not here for that. Alright, we're finally getting to the second floor. But first we have to put up with an enemy encounter. I knew it. Alright, well, everyone's gonna die, so let's get to it. Okay. Yes, yes. Are you actually gonna explore it? Past me. I might have been confused at the time. Alright, we're finally skipping ahead. So here's one of the dungeon's main gimmicks. It's a pretty dark place in here. No light sources. Well, barely any to begin with. You're suddenly overwhelmed with an uncanny sensation. When you open your eyes, you see a door before you which you know you have passed through before. There is no knowing the principle at work, but it seems some mechanism has transported you here. If you intend to continue your search, you will have to be even more careful with the map you draw. Welcome to the inn. Tonight we'll be serving Imperial-style vegetable stew and... Oh, welcome back, dearies. I'm sorry I've been so busy. Since the outlet count invited the Imperials here, we've opened the inn to them while the paperwork's done. I'm practicing cooking dishes that those Imperial people will like. They seem nervous right now, poor dears. I think it won't be long before they break out into smiles. Oh, you're welcome. They're going out exploring today too? Man, you guys never quit, hee. I've been exploring those labyrinths so fast. I bet the monsters are as hard up for materials as we are here. Wait a sec. Hey, what you gonna do once you've been through all the labyrinths here? Good question. As you progress through the dreadful maze, you find a large shelf situated at a dead end. There is a note here. Danger. Specimens intended for disposal. Do not touch. Next to the note is an array of specimen jars. You frown. The note is clear that the specimens are not to be touched. Will you handle them anyway? If you just examine them, you'll get ambushed. Don't bother. They're in jars. Another bound book. Since we are so few, we'll need help to execute our plan. We've begun to create servitor races to help us, but they obviously need food as well. If they needed the same food we do, that would hardly be progress. So we built them to resist the poison found in the wilderness. The inner plan's research came in handy there. That taken care of, we began to take steps to proceed with our next project. Count sits there. After navigating a hall of toxins and shadow, you reach a corridor. Thankfully, it is absent of traps. As you walk around the corridor, you notice words written at your feet. Black ink has faded, making most of it illegible. This much at least you can make out. The devourer is sealed. Do not take the insect lightly. Be very afraid of what possesses it. Do not free it. Another insect warning. Judging by the quickly scrawled note, it seems the writer was in a rather desperate hurry. You remember the skeleton's notes on B1F referencing an insect as well. Could be important later. Exploration continues. We got more FOEs over here. Next will be the Trigord. HP is 2519, attack is 73, and defense is 73. No weaknesses, it just resists everything. Wow. Binding uses its arms. Deals damage to one party member and slashes to neighboring members as well. Has a high chance of arm binding. Crazy Noise uses its head. Deals damage to all party members and has a chance of causing panic. Strange Chant uses its head. Increases the attack of all enemies. Trigord Tune uses its arms. Co-op skill with Flygord and Hexgord. Has a very high chance of inflicting sleep, leg bind, arm bind, and head bind. Very fast skill. Ooh. So basically you're kind of in the time limit. If those three are in the same field as you are, then they'll just strike you with status effects until you're dead. Better take care of it while we can. Oh wait, there's the other one. That would be the Flygord. Attack is 7557. I mean, HP is 7557. Attack is 70, defense is 70. No weaknesses, except it resists elements. Bewildering Eye using its head has a high chance to bind the head of all party members. Scorching Hell using its head deals fire elemental damage to all party members. Healing Chance heals all enemies for 1800 HP. And it also has Trigord Tune as well. Nice. Come on, Momo, you know how it always is. Lunachi with the auto heals. It's perfect. Oh, right, Hexward. Stacks. HP is 5038, attack is 76, defense is 68. No weaknesses, resists all physical attacks, and fire and ice. So if you were to use a Volt Rune on it would have Volt weakness. Its skills are Violent Bind, using its arms, deals 3 to 6 hits to random party members. And Tangling Bind, using its arms, has a high chance of leg binding the entire party. And it also has Trigord Tune. Yeah. Big. That guy's dead. Right property. Unfortunately, I realized too late that it resists ice all the way, so it would have been just safer to use bolts. Ah well. It's dead. That was pretty rough. As you travel the path reeking with miasma, you find something at a dead end and stop to inspect it. It is a pair of dolls. The way they are positioned in each other's arms puts you in mind of a married couple. You can see no relevance that these dolls could have to your quest, and leave them where they lie. Dolls. That's not concerning at all. As you wander the miasma-suffused maze, find something on the ground at the end of a path. Turns out to be a shabby, worn doll shaped like a little girl. Presence here disquiets you. You are free to take it with you if you choose. You reach toward the doll as if drawn to it. Pick it up to put it with the rest of your things. You then take your leave of this place to resume your trek. At your feet are two dolls, placed together like a married couple. You recall picking up a similar doll elsewhere in your explorations. Perhaps these two are meant to be the parents of the doll you found earlier. You wonder if you should leave the doll you have here nestled with its parents. You remove the doll you found from your pack and gently place it between the two dolls here. Lined up together, the three dolls look like a happy family. Satisfied, you turn to leave, and jump when a dull crash suddenly booms from behind you. You turn around fearfully to find a large warhammer with ominous inscriptions on it lying. Where did this come from? Highly skeptical of it though you are, graciously accept the weapon. Bloody hammer. Huh. So we reunited a family, and a hammer is now there. You happen to glance back at the place where you left the doll, and are shocked by the sight before you. There, on the ground, are the remains of mercilessly ravaged dolls. What could have happened here? Highly disturbed by this turn of events, you leave as quickly as you can. As you walk through the maze, you are surprised to come upon a wooden table and chairs at a dead end. Oddly enough, the table is set with a plate of some sort of gelatinous red substance. Hungry though you are, the dish set before you seems suspicious in the extreme. Eat it? Sure, why not? The red gelatin turns out to be incredibly delicious. You feel fully refreshed as you go on your way. Nice. Our first servants are highly skilled combatants. They're used to protect us as we explore and for physical labor. Their strength comes from the mutated bodies of wild animals. Each one has a unique look from the animal used. Our second servants are built for intelligence to support our research. Minds rival that of our own. But their bodies are frail and can't take extreme experimentation. Warn a community not to do it, but... Nothing's there. Animals and frail bodies, so... that would be the sentinels and the vessels. So the humans created both. That bunch was true, but... in a laboratory of all things. You enter a deeper level in a hall of darkness. You notice first its distinct smell. Though you are in a man-made ruin, this floor has the aroma of a forest. Your natural smell of plants reminds you of the Titan of Yggdrasil you had a pitched battle with not long ago. For a fleeting moment, the dreadful thought that the Titan still slumbers here enters your mind. You cannot seriously believe that anything a part of Yggdrasil's power is down here. You continue walking. As you traipse down the mad corridors filled with miasma, you spy something on the ground ahead. They seem to be lightweight metallic cylinders. The top opens and you realize they are containers. A great piece of paper is attached to the device next to it. You lean in closely to read, leaving a trace of our results here. May whoever finds this do what we couldn't and stop the insect. Thinking that the canisters may have a use later, you take one of them with you. Now that you have a canister, you look again at the device and see directions on using it with the device. Read the directions? One canister will hold up to 5 doses of chemical. The mixed compound can be preserved indefinitely so long as the canister is sealed. Check which chemicals a canister contains. Attach it to the device. You can also flush the canister by attaching it to the device. Do not use the compound outside of this device or the administration panel in the control building. We'll get back to it in a bit. So all throughout the labyrinth we'll encounter injection devices. All throughout the 3rd floor. In order to make use of it, we need to find a pattern for it. We'll look into that later. For now, we got that FOE. And now, off floor. Let's see. HP is 6978. Attack is 77, defense is 73. Its weaknesses are Pierce and Fire. Its skills are Mids. Using its arms, multiple ranged cut attacks to random targets. Madness Force, using its arms, may inflict curse or panic to the entire party. And Devour Ally, using its head, damages one ally to raise its attack. So it can basically eat each other. Or eats the random encounters you get into. course, like moths in the second area. Whenever you get into an encounter with a moth nearby, it comes racing after you. Nice. You find documents scattered at a dead end. It seems research on harnessing the power of something called the insect via chemicals was performed here. As you page through the documents, one stands out as being especially important. Test 2 results negative. Subject not pacified. No observed effect from the red chemical. Hypothesis. Bad injection timing. Seems to have no effect when injected directly before green. So, all throughout the labyrinths, you'll come across these notes that tell you which patterns of chemicals do not work out. And so, you have to sort out the you have to sort these out through elimination of process. Mixing chemical compounds in various orders. You suspect it may behoove you to copy down some of these details in order not to forget them. You find a peculiar device and decide to peer into it. It seems this device can be lit, which affects the surrounding temperature. But like Third Land, we can raise or lower the temperatures of areas. Another report. No observed effect from the blue chemical. Hypothesis bad injection timing. Seems to have no effect when injected before or after green. Results negative. No observed effect from the white chemical. Bad injection timing. Seems to have no effect when injected before or after yellow. Oh. Okay. Extravagantly bound book on the shelf at the dead end. Our third servants are the sleepless ones. We are very proud of these ones modeled after the second service. The queen increases their numbers, they grow quickly, and are tireless workers, making up for their weakness. A special note is that they do not communicate through speech. The race shares a single consciousness. Some dislike using them due to their instability, but they will oversee our most important experiments. So that would be the Hollows. So even humanity created them too. Another report. Last the breakthrough. No sooner is the door opened than an overpowering stench causes you to gag. You vividly recall having experienced this reek elsewhere. At most, a held breath will get your party through about 10 steps. So basically similar to the miasma forest in the second land. Goodness, did you hear right that you'll be leaving Tarsus once you've explored its newest labyrinth? I just thought that you'd stay here in our city forever. What should I do? I haven't thought yet what I might give you as a parting gift. Farewell gift. Oh, I know, my pot. It might not seem like much, but please take this pot with you as a souvenir of your time in Tarsus. Once you're done with the last labyrinth, I guess you'll leave Tarsus, huh? Seeing as how you're explorers and all. I'll be sad to see you go, but then I got to thinking. Like, if I ever wanted to see you, I could go on my own. Wonder why that simple answer didn't come to me before. So alright, Welkin crew. We're gonna meet again somewhere, yeah? You haven't appeared in any future game, but I'll just say yes. Atta boy. That's why we don't need to say goodbye now. I gotta be the bestest blacksmith in the world, and unload even better equipment on you than ever. Oh, okay. Okay. That almost seemed like a blackout just now. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, the stream's still alive. We're good. Indulge my curiosity. Do you have any idea where your next adventure may carry you? If not, perhaps you can stay a while but perhaps not. But wherever you go, do not forget the city with the beautiful view of Yggdrasil and the people there. I will not be sad to see you go. Work involves waiting for you explorers to return after all. That is why you should head out with your heads held high, and may you swiftly return to life. All packed up for your trip yet? I was just thinking about all the chaos we've seen since you arrived. I noticed you always took the lead in bringing new things to Tarsus. Thanks to you, we have a much higher quality of explorers here. You are people just wasting our lives. But the most important thing you brought us is intangible. I'm sure everyone in Tarsus knows what it is. I should express my gratitude too. Thank you, Welkin Guild. May days continue to be blessed. Though you better not neglect your training once you leave me behind. I'd hate for you to turn spineless. Fate is truly indestructible. Ever since your arrival, the atmosphere of Tarsus has greatly changed. We've met the vessels, the sentinels, and the Empire, and now all four of us have healthy exchanges. Tarsus as it is now is a city of miracles, where various races mingle, and it was you who brought it out. I am ever so grateful. I ask that you pray for the prosperity of our city of miracles. Back into the dungeon. More reports. Another bound book. The project was going smoothly, save for concerns about what would happen if we couldn't control Yggdrasil. Our detractors say that if its vast power were to go unchecked, it would be unstoppable. How naive of them. As I explained, this hypothetical is an impossibility, but the committee wants a fail-safe measure nonetheless. Which is why they're looking into that repulsive thing which feeds off Yggdrasil's power to devour it. Feeds off of Yggdrasil. So, if it was feeding off of Yggdrasil this entire time, then perhaps the Titan was not at its full power. By the way, I didn't mean to inject the chemical right here, since I didn't even have the rights. Yeah. Thankfully, if you make a mistake, you can just go on back to where you found the canister and another bound book. I was so wrong. I was so caught up in the heady idea of saving the world that I was blind to everything else. Well, the committee is forcing Yggdrasil's activation, but it's too soon. Now I know why the failsafe was made. If they can't control Yggdrasil, they will employ the insect. This cure is worse than a disease. I said my goodbyes to my wife and daughter. I may die in the attempt, but we cannot repeat this mistake. Oh. RIP. So yeah, if you made a mistake on the chemical order, then you can go over here and flush the contents out. Alright, so after exploring through the entire labyrinth, we've managed to figure out the thing. The combination of chemicals, yes. First injection green, second white. Well, green, white, blue, red, yellow. We are ready. As you move through the dismal ruins, you find something at the edge of a hall. It is a strange device with various meters on it. Tubes lead from the device into the next room. On top of the device is a cavity that looks as though it would accept the canister you hold. It seems this device is meant to spray the contents of the canister into the next room. Interesting. We can make use of it, can't we? Spray the compound into the room. The compound is volatile. Its effects will only last while you are on this floor. You still wish to use it. If you do this, the canister will be emptied of its contents. Are you sure? Let's do it. You attach your canister to the device and pull at the lever. Wait with bated breath. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream of agony sounds from the next room. It seems that the compound you have released into the room had quite an effect on its inhabitants. You're free to muster your courage and venture into the room. We're ready for this, aren't we? Let's go. The pungent smell of plants permeating the entire floor seems to originate beyond the steel doors before you. And you can hear crunching sounds as well as something vicious being slurped up from within. You are absolutely certain some sort of creature is on the other side of these doors. Not open them lightly. When you steel yourself and open the doors, sight within shocks to your core. Some giant masses squatting in the center of the hall, emitting a powerful stench and a palpable threat. It's a bug. Squinting, you realize that the green thing is a hideous insectile monster covered in thick chitin. But the thing does not move and looks to be in pain. The compound you released must have weakened it. There will never be a better time to challenge it in combat. But beware, even in its weakened state, it is a threat beyond the capacity of human understanding. Let's do it. Insatiable Tupa. HP is 10,000, attack is 90, defense is 80. No weaknesses or resistance, but it does resist a lot of status. And it resists and gets stone and death. Instant kill. Its skills are protected juices. Using its head, ranged up-type attack to the entire party, it lowers the physical defense for 5 turns. Ground shake, using its legs, melee bash attack to the entire party, may stun. Heavy press using its legs, melee bash attack with splash effect. Guardian thread, using its head, raises its defense for 3 turns. 50% damage decrease with chemicals, 90% damage decrease without chemicals. And then, loosed power. Using no body parts, powerful ranged untype attack to the entire party, then transforms into the Warp Savior if not defeated within 8 turns. Aida, Haruka, Momoka, Sako, Senpai. You got this. you might be thinking that this is easy mode all of a sudden. Like this is not as tough as the final boss of the main story. Well, I just said it before, didn't I? I already spoiled it. Warped Savior. HP is 70,000 without chemicals. Right now its HP is at 35,000. Attack is 99, defense is 99. Let's see here. It resists a lot of status effects and binds, and is immune to panic, curse, stone, and instant kill. It has 3 elemental attacks, which using its head will deal massive elemental damage to the entire party. Chaotic Embrace. Using its head, high chance infliction causes random status to the entire party. Holy Chest. Using its head, untyped damage hits the entire party. Damage increases with each tentacle still alive. Vanish Barrier. Doubles the TP cost of the next skill used by each party member. Quick to activate. Hollow Barrier, using its head, reduces burst gauge bar by 1. Used only if not weakened by the chemicals. Well, thankfully we've already weakened it, so we're cool. And Vanishing Wave, using its head, purges all buffs on the entire party. Quick to activate. Once its eye is open, it's been weakened from the chemicals. Well, first removes all status effects and weakening effects, but if it's been weakened from the chemicals, then it will also render itself weak to all attacks. Kaida, you can't be dying on us right now. Hold on, we still need you. Alright, power ahead. Of course it would close its eye. But yeah, once it closes its eye, you basically have to start over again. Yeah, we got this. Paralysis? Also to note, the tentacles, the arms, legs, also consider buds. Also. Well, they don't resist instant death or instant petrification. That's a bit of a mistake. Oh well. Oh, we did it. Nice. And that is the true final boss. You destroy the central core of the abomination of vines and leaves, and the thing eventually stops moving. Your unbending will has overcome the malevolent incarnation of plant life that surpassed human understanding. The Water Register Guild could possibly have accomplished such a feat. The thing to do now is to return to Tharsis and deliver an account of the unknown battle to the Outland Count. To hear that such a dreadful monster lurking in all the darkness is alarming, outside. But this awful thing, the torches must have been tied to the Heavenbringer. Had it been left alone, it would have caused tremendous calamity when it was eventually used. It was saved us yet again. For your meritorious services, Tharsis, Welkin, I present you with this. Tharsis Comet. Well, so you have finally filled all the pages of your logbook. This feat is, as far as I know, unprecedented. White Puppy and Count's horn sparks enthusiastically. Even Margarita is excited. I can't think of praise high enough for what you have accomplished here. Count is reveling in your success as much as if it had been his own. I hope you realize what a momentous achievement this is. By the way, if it's alright with you, may I have a look at this wondrous logbook? What say you? Show your logbook to Count? Sure. Ah, excellent. Show me starting with the very first page. Don't skip on the commentary. Account's eyes shine as you open the logbook for it. And he breathes in with wonder at the occurred knowledge. That's that. Etrian Odyssey IV, Legends of the Titan, Virtual Remix is finished. Well, we're supposed to be going through the credits, right? We'll get to that in a bit. I want to say thank you all for watching. Thank you all to those who have stopped by. It really means a lot to me. I will keep on going with this in the future. It's going to be a long road ahead of me, but things that I do isn't just for myself. For all the people who I care about in the end. So, without further ado, let's get to it. The ending. Credits.
We can do this!
This one's gonna be a pain.
Leave the bloody bug to me.
Fingers crossed.
I'll help!
Circle. No touching.
Spreading the element.
Don't touch us.
I'll help!
That's cute.
Power up!
Huh, did we do it?
No, we're not done.
It transformed. Those tentacles do not look friendly.
Just more targets for us.
Stay down.
Now!
I'm charging!
Okay. No touching.
I'm really feeling it!
Bring it. Got a sec? Stop it! And another!
Origin room!
Rampart! Dig!
Right there! Ha!
Power up!
Have some healing.
Rampart!
Its eye opened up. Look out!
Going all out! Geo Impact!
Spreading the elements.
Breaking through.
Cheer up, everyone!
Circle.
Right!
Lightning strike.
Meow!
Ankle hack.
You're not allowed to die.
Thanks for the save, cuz.
It's bound. Need a hand?
Fire away.
Love ya.
Rampart!
Ignition.
Meow!
Bless you. Fire away.
Fingers crossed. Don't mess with me. Don't touch us.
Lightning strike.
Rampart!
Right.
Going all out! I'll help!
Let's keep it balanced.
Breaking through. Don't touch us.
It grew them back.
Are you kidding me?
Cheer up, everyone!
Don't miss. Stay down. Just scratch.
I can dodge!
I didn't really. You like that, don't ya?
I'll help!
Shockwave.
Thanks.
Origin room.
We're almost there.
Spreading the elements.
Don't mess with me.
I'll help!
Okay. Stay down.
No mercy. Claim their lives.
Right there. And another.
I'll protect you.
Okay.
Lightning strike.
Right.
Right there.
I'll protect you.
Okay.
Lightning strike!
Looks like a skill issue.
Like a bunny.
I'll help.
Fire away! Judgment has been delivered.
Elegantly, too.
Our weapons are love.
Vengeance!
Dominance.
Modesty.
Meows.
You guys sure know how to speak for yourselves.
Hey, we always speak for ourselves.
Every day I wake up unsure of the task the day will bring. Yesterday's disappointments, they keep reminding me tomorrow's surely coming, just as sure as the air I breathe. But I know that I'll get through it. I have what I need. I have so far to go.